perfect place for us to prepare that wild salmon provided by Michael, to create something wonderfully traditional with a little bit of a Scandinavian twist.
There's nothing like that feeling when you come back after a day's fishing, is there?
No.
And you've caught an out.
No. Absolutely diddly flaming
He sells
swat.
wild salmon, so we've managed to buy some. But look at it. You could eat this raw, just cut slices off it. But we've decided to go one of our old favourites, haven't we?
Gravid lax.
Gravid lax.
And I think it's going to suit Alex and Ali's restaurant pretty well.
Yeah,
I think.
and it's Scandinavian, gravid lax.
Gravid lax.
But like a gin-cured gravid lax with wild salmon from the Tweed. Let's do a duet, Kingy.
That's right. We're going to create a duet of gravid lax and confit of wild salmon, a dish that we think could work really well on Alex's tasting menu.
I'm going to start with the gravid lax. I'm preparing 2 generous centre-cut pieces of this lovely fish.
Making gravid lax is great for the home cook. Because if you've got a fridge, there's no cooking. It's a curing process. It's ready within 2 to 3 days.
It takes a steady hand and a keen eye.
I've been through it, but I always seem to pop up. You don't want any bones.
No.
Once Dave's completed this operation, the salmon is going to be cured in an elaborate mix of sweet and sour. I'm grinding up some dill seed, coriander seed, and a tablespoon of pepper.
And I'm mixing up sea salt, white granulated sugar, and some soft brown sugar.
How are you doing, Kingy?
I'm done.
Oh, Brill, bung it in.
There we go.
We're going to add zest of lime and some chopped dill.
Right, there we go. Now this is a good cure.
And to add the final flourish, in goes a generous glug of watercress gin.
100 millilitres of this. Ooh, look at that.
Now comes the fun bit.
Now all I've got to do is to pack one side of this with the cure.
Indeedy.
Oh, sniff that, Kingy.
Beautiful.
Doesn't that take you to the Baltic?
Fresh, clean.
It's like a dolphin's breath, isn't it? That's just come out by the iceberg. It's that fresh.
Once you're happy that it's properly covered,
There you go, Kingy. I think we should put this over to you, my son. Right, go on. And the other half goes on top, Ski.
Like that, you see.
The salmon then gets wrapped in foil where that salt will draw out the moisture.
And the funny sort of way it cures, it cooks within that salt and the gin and all the other good stuff.
But what's important is that the moisture is allowed to drain.
Absolutely, Simon. Because if the moisture hasn't got anywhere to go, you're going to end up with soggy gravid lax.
We wouldn't want that, mate, would we? The fillets get tightly wrapped with some holes pierced to allow the excess liquid to drain. Then it's placed on a baking tray.
Whole side down.
And another on top with something heavy to keep it in place.
Now, I have a house brick wrapped in foil.
Of course.
Perfect. At home, I sometimes use tins of beans.
Indeed.
Or indeed, the weights off my scales.
Indeed.
But this is the perfect size. So that's going to press the salmon, and that's it. In the fridge, 2 days. Every 8 hours or so, just turn the salmon over so it gets cured evenly. And that's it, and the magic will happen.
It will. Right.
while that's in the fridge, we can get to work on the confit.
Confit. Only like confit duck is the one everybody knows, isn't it? Where you take the quarter duck and you kind of just bring it, soak it in a temperate bath. But you do the same thing with salmon, but in a pan of olive oil at precisely 55 degrees Celsius. But you see,
What?
I forgot the thermometer.
What?
But look what I found in the medicine chest.
The COVID zapper.
36.4, you're all right, son.
Well, that's good to know. While Dave prepares the salmon fillets, I'm going to start on the marinade. I'm crushing some juniper berries, adding a zest of lemon, and a spoonful of that lovely gin, before adding the fillets.
So we just put them in there.
I'm going to try and be gentle, Kingy, and treat each piece of this wonderful wild Tweed salmon with the respect it deserves.
Absolutely right.
This will be left about an hour now.
Right. Lovely.
Now comes the science bit. Using my trusty new thermometer, I need to heat the olive oil precisely to 55 degrees centigrade.
50.7. 52.3. 54.6. Here we are, Kingy. I'm just a tad on the hot side, but by the time we need to use it, I'll keep an eye on it.
Right.
As soon as it hits 55, bingo bajingo, in it pops. This is great, isn't it? I love cooking like this. The accuracy, the precision, the knife work. I could have been a surgeon, you know.
When we've reached our magic temperature, in goes the salmon.
Now, obviously, Si, the cold salmon is going to cool the oil. So if it falls below 45, I'll have to put it back and warm it a little bit.
I'll keep an eye on the temperature while the salmon bathes in that aromatic bath for 20 minutes. And then it's time to drain off the oil.
While Dr. Dave continues his operation, I've got a gravlax that we've been chilling for a couple of days.
Oh, look at that. It's funny, isn't it, Si? You can be quite rough with it now. The texture's almost, I'm not being rude, but it's almost like leather, isn't it? We want all those salt crystals off, because we don't want that on it.
Gravlax is usually served as an appetizer, so we think it could sit perfectly on a tasting menu. Serve it alongside the confit, drizzled with olive oil and garnish with rocket, watercress and a scattering of capers.
Oh, that's good. Clean.
You get the dill, don't you?
I'm happy with that, man.
And it makes that salmon go such a long way.
It does. I think Alex will be interested in this.
Well, I'm pretty confident that our salmon is going to hit the mark. But we still need to find 2 more ingredients that can come close to Alex's exacting standards.
We're making a pork kimchi stew, inspired by Pan and Sam's fermented flavours.
Korean food's funny. It's a bit of a kick in the taters sort of food, isn't it?
It is, but it's also sweet, deeply savoury, umami. It's all of those things going together. It's lovely.
That's good pork.
Yep. And then I'm going to add some pepper, a good pinch of salt.
I want to get to work on the veg, King. You've got loads of veg in this. Carrots, onions and swede.
Yeah. And this is Korean chili paste. Gochujang. There's 2 of them in there like that. And then give it a good mix. And we'll marinate it for an hour.
Yeah.
And then happy days.
I've gone for 2 spoons of chili paste, but depending on how hot you like your stew, you could add a little more or less. And while Dave is still chopping,
I do love a nice swede.
I've started frying the onion in oil. In go the carrots,
That can go in now as well, mate.
Swede's in.
Just got to cook now till it starts to caramelise a bit, hasn't it?
Then we add a bit of chopped garlic and fry on a high heat. Stirring regularly until things start browning.
Right, that's just beginning to turn a little bit, Simon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
can't rush perfection.
The veg is coming along nicely. Now to add the pork that's been happily marinating.
Look at the colour of this.
Oh, yes.
It's redder than a Geordie girl on her second session on a sunbed.
Yeah, that's
Look at that,
not
matches
red.
my shirt.
Beautiful.
I'd say we're happy with that colour. Now for some shiitake mushrooms that have been soaking in warm water. You'll need to drain them before slicing and adding to the pan.
Squeeze as I go. Oh, look at them, they've plumped up a treat. Shiitake mushrooms coming in. I've got the juice from the mushrooms. I'm not going to use all of it because I don't want any bits of grit.
And now for the star of the show.
Salmon pans kimchi. You can always put more in, but it's hard to take out. And kimchi does vary in spice. And this is just borderline perfect, I think.
Now add a tablespoon of soy sauce and some chicken stock.
Look at that.
Bring to the boil, then turn down the heat Cover and leave to simmer.
Right, mate, that's it. Cook until tender.
Could be an hour, could be an hour and a half.
When you're happy with the pork, remove from the heat.
Oh, that smell of pork and kimchi goodness, Simon.
Oh, here we go. Let's have a look at this.
Now, how is Mr. Pig? That's beautiful. That doesn't need reducing, does it?
No.
So we just braise down gently some spring onions?
Yeah. Stirred the spring onions in. We'll just need them to wilt. A couple of minutes, we'll be done.
Time for a taste test.
Little bit chopped.
Yes.
Garnish with coriander leaves, a sprinkling of sesame seeds, and a few extra chilli flakes.
Oh, well, the pork's falling apart. That's half the battle. That's the kimchi work. Oh, yes. Do you think you could put a little bit of raw kimchi on the top? Mm-hmm. So satisfying. Well, we better get on, Kingy.
Onward and upward.
Tables to set, dishes to cook. Come on, mate.
Our tasty trio will include slow-cooked shoulder of kid, stuffed goat loin wrapped in bacon, and Mediterranean-style goat bonbons. Well, that's posh for meatballs. And I'm starting with the shoulder of kid.
I often think the goat, it's something like a lamb. One of my favourite dishes with lamb is a slow-cooked shoulder of lamb.
Yes.
Just done like a confit for hours. And I think we should try that as the first element
Yes.
to show off the goat shoulder as a roast, which is something that Matt could do.
While Dave gets to work on that, I'm making the stuffing for the goat loin, which begins with a selection of mushrooms.
What mushrooms you got?
We've got shiitake, we've got some chestnut, oyster, yeah, and we've got some...
King oysters, or bolitas.
Yeah, king oyster mushrooms, yeah.
Meanwhile, our shoulder goes into a hot pan to caramelise the surface of the meat, which enhances that savoury, meaty flavour.
A nice bit of all-over tan.
I'm frying the mushrooms in a little olive oil and butter, and to those I'm adding chopped onion and garlic.
A nicely sun-kissed goat shoulder.
Lovely.
To the well-seasoned goat, I'm adding a glass of wine along with chopped anchovies for extra umami.
Some underneath as well.
A couple of sprigs of rosemary and a whole head of garlic.
It's like an aromatic bath, isn't it?
Lovely, man.
Put that into a preheat oven, 150 degrees Celsius, for a long time until it's falling apart and we can treat it like pulled pork. Or in this case, pulled goat.
With the mushroom mix sautéed, I'm adding pre-soaked porcini mushrooms, rosemary, finely chopped parsley, red wine vinegar, and sugar to balance out the acidity. In goes a cooked goat kidney, then whiz them together to form a paste.
While the goat shoulder cooks, I'm cracking on with the third dish in our trilogy, our Mediterranean-style bonbons.
How many balls are you going to get out of that?
And bonbon. See, a bonbon's smaller than a meatball. Also, it's more a restaurant, so I figure them being on the plate like a pawnbroker's shop. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 little balls. Matt's cooking was lovely, wasn't it?
Look, Dave, I think it's a great restaurant, the Stackpole. It's exactly appropriate to its environment.
Yeah.
Which is the key to any great restaurant, isn't it?
He made it look simple, but they were quite complex, you know, wee dishes. But it was funny, Matt had he had the ability of someone, he's so confident in what he's doing. He made it look easy.
So all we have to do is to present our food to the same standard.
Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And with beautiful produce like this goat loin, we should be onto a winner.
The loin really is like the jewel in the crown.
It is.
Like all good meatballs, ours are starting with finely diced onion and garlic, which are fried until soft and lightly golden.
Now, let's build the bonbons. Goat's mince, mate, it's a great texture. Not much fat content, but it's nice, it's juicy.
To the mince, I'm adding fresh breadcrumbs, for a lighter textured meatball, and chopped pine nuts. Now me herbage. Followed by mint, dill, parsley and coriander. Get all my fresh herbs in. And now, my dried spices. In goes cumin, allspice, and a grating of fresh nutmeg. Smell me bonbons, Kingy?
Ooh. Oh, man.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is really good, actually.
Bit of the old aromatics going on there, mate.
With the meat prepped, I'm adding the mushroom stuffing.
Right, I'm ready to roll this, just for the minute.
And I'm rolling it tightly to keep all those gorgeous flavours together.
Lovely, it's tidy.
Yeah, nice and neat.
Then take some streaky bacon and roll it around the line.
Oh, lovely, and of course that bacon is going to make sure the goat doesn't dry out. It's going to be such a good eat.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Now my onions and garlic go in.
Right, man, that's it, Dave. Barrelled, nice and tight.
That is such a good job, Kingy. And the nice thing is, if you're doing this for dinner, this could sit in the fridge overnight.
Yeah, and the flavours would just be better.
The bonbon mix is almost done. It just needs a beaten egg to bind it all together. Put my egg in. Now, there's no other way of doing this than just getting stuck in with very clean hands, I must say.
You're just pushing that flavours through the grains of meat as well, and it's just, oh, great. It's a great way to do it.
Now to shape the mixture into balls. I don't want them too big. Buff.
Rain,
Do you want to give us a hand?
you'll tell us off for doing the wrong shape.
Yeah, I'll do. Pedantic, moi. These little morsels of loveliness are then fried until lightly caramelised.
With the loin nicely rested, it goes into the frying pan for a few minutes, just to seal the meat before going into the oven.
It's going to look so pretty on the plate. So whilst you're doing that, I'll get the shoulder out.
Oh, what?
That's gold in there. And all those lovely cooking juices aren't going to waste. They'll make the base for a meat jus.
Oh, God, the smell of it, man. Right, mate, I'm just going to stick this in the oven for about 15 minutes at 190, and I think we should be done.
Into a roasting pan goes red wine, which will lift off all those yummy crunchy bits left behind from the cooking. Right, that'll do. Once the alcohol is cooked off, the wine goes in with the meat juices, along with a knob of butter.
That is epic.
As our bonbons go into the oven, it's back to the goat shoulder. I'm using a couple of forks to tease apart that deliciously slow-cooked meat. That is perfect, mate. But if I take that, but I just want to dip it. I just want to make it so it's nice and juicy. And voila. Finally, it's plating up time. And in our bid to impress Matt, we're going restaurant style, starting with our pulled goat.
To that, we're adding the mushroom stuffed loin.
Gosh, that's beautiful. Always in threes. A smear of mash to provide a pillowy bed for our goat bonbons.
And a drizzle of our meat jus.
Oh, it's like watching Picasso at work.
That'll do us.
Voila. Simon, that is our celebration of Welsh goat.
I truly believe that given the culinary attention it deserves, goat can rival any meat.
Goat's genius. It's a big food group, but I didn't see a whiff of goat in that restaurant.